How's it going, everybody? There was a interesting link that I found just recently here. One thing that a lot of people can't do in GNS3 is they can do in Packet Tracer is switching. Not a lot in switching, but at least some things. What we're gonna do Sunday night from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the the 28th. So in 4 days from today. I'm going to go live on Google Plus. I have an account with them through YouTube, where I'm going to screen share my desktop here, and I'm going to go through this topology. Now, I'm going to start off in Packet Tracer, and I'm going to go through this step by step. So I'll be back and forth between Packet Tracer and this screen right here. And what I'll do is I'll go through, and you guys will be able to see how it's all done. Now, there won't be any configuration, and Packet Tracer is kind of limited as to what it can do. So I'm also going to load a new iOS image to my switches, so it'll be able to support the more advanced features, which is also going to be good for my CCNP prep anyway. This is going to be the majority of your CCNP prep for your switch exam. The only thing that I won't be able to do is private VLANs because I don't have a 3560, but realistically, they're not hard to do. There's a bunch of videos online you can go look up for private VLANs and what they are and what they do. Cool concept, but still. And what I'll do is I will walk through in each one of these steps. Actually, the first 5 here are just getting you started, letting you know what's going on. Everything else below here, like do not form a trunk between C1 and D1. I'll take a screenshot of this so that it'll be C1 and D1. These guys won't form a trunk, so these will be, they won't be trunking. And I'll explain how that works when I get there. So like I said, from 8 o'clock Central Time to 10 o'clock Central Time, which should give us plenty of time because I think the lab exam for the CCNP switch is about 2 hours. So this will give us 2 hours worth of time. And as I go through, I'll explain everything that I know how to do. And if there's something I run across that I don't know how to do, I'll leave it out and come back and I will add things in at a later date. Because I don't want to get to the point where I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So, like I said, gns3vault.com/switching/ccnp switchlab.html. There is no configuration file on this website because of the fact that you can't do switching in GNS3 to this level. It doesn't allow you to set up half the stuff that this is going to, where Packet Tracer will do some things. And I'm doing it in Packet Tracer obviously because it's the Packet Tracer users group. And I know I mentioned on the Packet Tracer users group on LinkedIn that if I'll take it so far, then I'll jump over to live equipment, which I plan on doing. So I will eventually just copy and paste my config into the 3550s, and I've actually got 2 3550s and 4 2950s. So I'll connect them to routers, so I'll have router 1 and router 2, 3550, 3550, and these 4 right here will be 2950s. You don't really need to worry about anything else. Now, one thing you can do, if you don't need a core and you don't need a distribution at the same time, you can do some of the collapsed core. And a collapsed core is a layer 3 switch that can both be your core and your distribution layer. So it could do your QoS, it can do your inter VLAN routing, it can do all of your security. So, very cool idea with that. So that's actually probably where I'll go with this. I'll actually hook it up so that it's all connected like this, and then we'll go from there. So you guys will see how this actually works, and the premise behind how to interpret what they're asking you. That's mostly what this is. It's not so much do you know the commands. I mean, a lot of that stuff with some practice you'll get it, but basically where you want to know is use a standards-based protocol for the port channel between C1 and C2. While C1 and C2, you're going to use standards-based, which means you're going to use LACP because that's open standard, where PAG-P is Cisco proprietary. So stuff like that. Beyond that, not a whole lot. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend on Sunday night when I have a little bit of downtime. Hopefully I have all my homework and other stuff situated. I apologize if I'm a few minutes late, depending on how things roll out, but I figure I'll give you guys a few days lead time, so you guys, if you wanted to join in and watch, I will record the entire session here and then upload it to YouTube, which will take probably a while because it's going to be 2 hours worth of video. But that's one thing that I'm going to do. You go from there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. My email address is right here if you need to give me a shout, and we'll go from there. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.